you bring that which is Sutter's?
Give me what is mine, and I will hand over what is his.
Come midway.
Balda, I got you. I got you.
Find a way into the prison.
Balda must be close for the illusion to have worked.
Find a way into the prison. Find a way into the prison.
There's behind one of these doors. Locked cells. I must find the proper keys.
Find where the ALDR is being kept. Find where the ALDR is being kept.
This blood trail. Whoever was dragged here was badly wounded. Yet he was strong. It took at least 4 jailers to hold him.
Find where the ALDR is being kept. Find where the ALDR is being kept. Note. Find where GALDR is being kept.
It is written in Balder's hand. No light, but only darkness visible. Revealing sights of woe. Realms of endless agony. This hopelessness, it is not the Balder I know. No matter his
Find
pain
where
and turmoil.
GALDR is being kept. Secret letter. Secret letter. Chief Ulysses and the Boring. Find where GALDR is being kept. Find where GALDR is being kept. Secret letter. Find where GALDR is being kept.
Truly, Calder.
Calder's notes, dress circle close, the most impressive specimen, mystifyingly impervious to all except mistletoe, and though every cut left no mark, it was clear he felt each one of them, that, and the fear, the delicious, inescapable fear, in you, it only increased when he saw I was just as resilient as he. Now that we have forced enough mistletoe down his meticulously pristine gullet, he is far more malleable, even his screams reached a greater purity, almost lyrical, and the sound as his perfectly rounded skull lightly cracked within the vice, exquisite, and so very given the appearance of the keeping chamber that now holds him, so well I cannot fathom as to why nothing could harm him. With enough pieces of the boy, I can begin to speculate as to how, who knows, given the time and resources, perhaps I can bestow his gift unto others. I must also commend SURTR's right hand. Her suggestion to prepare mother and son for the deceiver's arrival was a touch of rare genius.
The High One brought low. Mistletoe, symbol of hope, renewal, but not for Baldur. We forced so many drafts down his gullet. His torment was quite beautiful. Blind fool. You never saw what was in front of you. Here is your child. His light gone before you even set foot here. And the rest of him? It now skulks in Helheim. Allow me to reunite you with your boy. No! Traitor. You were never worth my effort. I've seen dwarves with better stature. Take care of it. Damn you, Aesir! Finally! The hero of Asgard! But you are an imposter. Heart as black as tar. Savage. Monstrous. You've locked that truth away. Built a code to act as its jailer. But the darkness cannot be kept hidden. It oozes out like pus from a wound, poisoning everything it touches. That is what it means to be Odin the Deceiver.
What is it? What did you see?
All my struggles mattered nothing in the end. My son was lost before it began. His premonition come to pass.
Your son?
Baldur, Havi's son. You know what I mean.
So Baldur met his fate, as was foretold. Ever you have sought to elude the looms of the Nornir, but we are all caught in their weave.
No, I will not believe it. There is more to see yet. Why was I thrown from my dream?
Perhaps it was not the vision that rejected you, but you who rejected the vision. Perhaps you are afraid of it.
I fear nothing.
I think you do. And until you recognize that fear, give in to it, embrace it, the vision will not return. Some walls cannot be overcome by potions alone.
Tell me what I must do. This saga does not end here. It cannot.
Meet me in the forest when darkness lays upon the land. There we shall see how fearless you truly are.
These new visions of Odin trouble me. Am I alone in seeing them? Or do the tales of Svartalfheim hold some other meaning? Perhaps I should warm my bones by the fire. Gather my thoughts for a moment.
The mason who sought renown. The king.
You and Richard well.
Of course. The flames soothe my mind, as do the tales told here.
Do you have one to share, Gunnar? A legend of Svartalfheim.
Aye, a story of a king who could not see the wood for the trees. Reidmar, greatest of dwarven kings. Within his palace in Gulnamar, he wanted for nothing except an heir. Reidmar and his wife had grown old. Perhaps too old. Late one night, consumed with worry, Reidmar walked in the shadow of his vast mountaintop palace, tears in his eyes. The great king! What ails you? A voice said. Afraid, Reidmar saw no one. Who goes there? He replied. Then he saw who addressed him. A vast and ancient tree, perhaps almost as old as Ymir himself. Reidmar sat upon its roots and told the tree he feared he was too old to give his subjects the legacy they deserved. The tree was so moved, it wept and offered its tears to Reidmar. Drink, great king, it said, and your woes shall be washed away. Ridmar observed the grass, the meadows, the leaves of the tree. His subjects' happiness could be seen in how they cared for the land. His legacy was all around him. Raidmar felt at ease, realizing he had everything he needed, and asked that the land receive the tree's gift instead. The tree's happy tears flowed evermore, enriching the land. 9 moons passed, and a baby's cry rang through Raidmar's palace. Long would dwarves place gifts in the weeping tree's roots, in memory of Raidmar and his kindness that shaped all he touched.
All things happen when they should, old friend.
I hope so.
The mason who sought renown.
Another time, perhaps. In every great story there is truth to be found. I wonder what could be found in Svartalfheim, in the place they spoke of.
The mason who sought renown.
Tove, how have you been?
The fire made me think of the myths and legends Sven loved.
Would you enjoy?
But Svapped the upset then. He so handsome.
The consequences of
Eivor! Whatever is the matter?
Hi.
A thorn, one that he built so with that and I
the miner and his
You do. One day, he heard when the musk when fight that one when it knows.
In every great story there is truth to be found. I wonder what could be found in Svartalfheim, in the place they spoke of.
world quests. Beyond fear to discover Javi's fate, Ivor must overcome their greatest fear, greed. Heroic scholars scattered through Beyond Fear Part of